Hello, Beauty News family. Welcome to this week's episode of Beauty News. I was nearly going to say the makeup breakup.
I know. And it's updates.
It is updates. We're doing an update episode for May 22nd.
My mum's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday,
Happy birthday, Mum.
Mum from another mother? Wait. Sister from another mister, but what would she be? A mum from another something? Second mum.
Mum number two.
Do we want to catch up on some things that we missed out on last week first, or...
I reckon we'll just go in order. But
right.
What we're doing this week, because if you watched Friday's episode, we're a little bit revved up. Now, to be honest, I'm sure you picked it, we had just had a conversation regarding our issue, and it was kind of... frustrating.
I just spat coffee on myself.
Oh no!
We were pretty pretty upset.
We're a little bit worked up before we started filming, so that's why we were a little bit like fuck this shit. So we're a little bit more chillaxed today. So don't worry. But we did miss a few things that we forgot to talk about as new news. So we'll incorporate it into this episode along with updates. So there'll be some new things we haven't spoken about. But it's a thing.
All right, we're going to start with the Anastasia summer releases. We have some swatches here of one of their blush trios. This is Pink Passion. So these blush palettes are currently available on their website, but it appears that they're staggering swatches on their Instagram. So this one is Pink Passion. It's very pink. You've got Basically, which is sort of a true pink, Sugar, which is... it looks like a frosted pink, and then Rose, which is like a rosy pink.
I do think these look way too bold.
They do look really intense, don't they?
Yeah, this confuses me for a blush swatch.
They look, I would agree. I think these look more suitable as like an eyeshadow swatch with that
lipstick swatch.
Yeah, with that really heavy pigmentation.
Yeah, they should have calmed these down a bit.
But the fact that you can't see skin through them.
Like Sugar, imagine putting that. Imagine if it was that bold and you put that on your cheeks. No. So I like
have to be the fairest of fair to wear Sugar.
Yeah, but
especially if it's.
But I think you'd be a lot nicer. I just think that these swatches, in my opinion, aren't a smart way to show the colours. It shows colours, but it doesn't show the finish properly. Yeah. And this wouldn't make me buy it. This would make me buy lipsticks. It wouldn't make me buy blushes. Blushes are a completely different ballpark. When people are like, oh my god, that blush is so pigmented, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I know. Like, I'm the same. I like blushes. It's one of the products where people are like, it's not very pigmented, but you can build it up. I'm like, fucking, let me buy 30.
Yeah, because that's what you need. You want,
and then we have another photo of like the whole summer collection. So all the lip glosses, all the eyeshadows, and all of the blush trios. So it's very pretty.
An update as well. There is a photo on the screen, black and white. They are saying that they're already working on the next round of trios. Yes. So these blush trios aren't going anywhere.
Nope.
They're expanding on the range.
Yeah. Cool. Very exciting stuff. Now, we have another update on a Bare Minerals palette. This was the Metals something.
Yeah.
And I think I was excited for this because I was like, yes, the metallics are their best formula. Like,
spot on. They are.
Go for it. You know, usually you buy a palette, there's only a few metallics in there. So I wanted this to be all metallics. It's not. I think there's only 5 metallics in this palette. Yeah. So it looks like it's called the Bare Metals palette. Swatches are nice. Like, these are always good palettes.
Yeah.
And the colours are very pretty, but there are a lot of repeats in this palette from other palettes.
And for a palette that's called Bare Metals, I would want to see some punchy metallic shades, and they're just not delivering.
No, they're not.
I love Bare Minerals. This is one of my favourite eyeshadow formulas, so this is no shade to Bare Minerals. No. I just think that they are repeating the same stuff, and it's getting a little bit boring.
I feel like their palettes, like they're bringing out the big palettes, which I love. They're the ones that I prefer, like more bang for your buck. But when they're pretty much always the same sort of thing, it gets a bit bland.
But also, eyeshadow palettes are so... The funny thing is their quads are quite punchy with colours.
Yeah.
But their palettes are so neutral that if you've got one, you don't need another.
Yeah. That's
essentially
exactly how I feel. That's exactly how I feel. And
if they had like a jewel toned palette.
Oh, jewel toned all metallics. Fuck me dead.
Yeah, like
seriously,
that would be a collector's item. That
My
would
God.
be. You can hire us. We'll give you tips. Like Bare Minerals. We have all the respect for you in the world.
We do. We love.
We just want to buy more of your stuff, and this is not enticing
exactly.
us. And if it's not enticing us.
That's the thing with, like, I will buy any Bare Minerals palette.
Yeah.
I love Bare Minerals eyeshadows. Their formula is fantastic. But when I look at one of their palettes and I'm like, oh, I already have this like 3 times over, you know, they're just rinse and repeating.
Yeah. So if Hayley doesn't want it, it's not successful.
Nah, that's pretty much. All right, we've got a little update on the Grav3yard Girl or Bunny collaboration that's been sneak peeked recently. She showed an individual eyeshadow in a plastic container.
Yeah.
And someone screenshotted something out of a Reddit thread that said it was potentially a Colourpop collaboration. Someone mentioned that the packaging that's shown in that photo is the same as what Colourpop use. And there was also some voting done recently where people said they wanted Colourpop to collaborate with Grav3yard Girl.
And they do collaborate with a lot of people, so it's not a surprise. I don't see how a plastic sleeve
is a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Because it says baby surprise, and it's like a little version of a pan. It could be a baby highlighter.
It could be.
So I'm not saying it's not Colourpop. I'm just saying that from that, it could even be Anastasia Beverly Hills for all we know.
Yeah, it could be.
There's so many options.
And I mean, just because Colourpop use that sort of packaging,
that's a generic.
It's pretty generic.
It's not like it's a
one and done. It's not set in stone.
Yeah, and it's not like, Makeup Geek have their little like custom sleeves, and if you saw a little pattern of it, you'd be like, I know that. Yeah, it's not quite the same thing. We've also got an update with the, what was it called? Face Halo. Oh, so we were talking about Chloe Morello bringing out a microfiber cloth type
makeup
matte
removing
a mitt matte. Fucking hell. Mitt matte nude.
Oh my God, Matt McMatty face.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, you got to read the comments and watch the last video to understand that. We do read all the comments.
We do.
We do indeed. So it's come out that she's just the ambassador for the brand. So the founders are Beck and Lizzie. So it's not Chloe Morello's brand, which it kind of sounded like it was, because she didn't say, I'm the ambassador for a new brand. She was like
launching this product.
Yeah, it was quite... Yeah, seemed quite involved. So, she's just the face of it, and you can see a photo of her with her boobies out, holding the little kind of, what is it, mitt? Pad? Whatever the fuck it is.
I don't even know.
Who knows? We've also got another update with Chloe Morello. I watched a video, she posted a video this morning from when we're filming this. So, by popular demand, her Ciate collab that she did for Christmas, they're relaunching the palette in that. So it was originally a pack where it had like a little makeup clutch, a little mascara and a little liquid lipstick, as well as the palette, and now they're just bringing out the palette. Now I'm not sure if this is permanent. In her video she didn't say it was. She just said that it's coming back out. So it could be added to the permanent range. She said it's coming out in Mecca, on the Ciate website, Sephora US. So it sounds like it's being rolled out, quite extensively. Yeah. But she didn't say whether it will be limited edition or not. So
it was very popular.
It was very popular, and it was very understocked. And it was it was quite notorious, especially in Australia, to be understocked.
Yeah.
And it was either maybe an issue with like not getting stock out from like the factory quick enough, and maybe they had an abundance left over, or whatever they were doing. But if you missed out on it, it is out. And I actually would have, okay, I like the mascara in that pack. Oh, I might bring it to Japan with me.
Oh, good idea.
Good idea. And I like the liquid lipstick, but the pack was like a good, say, $20 odd more for a little pouch and 2 minis.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to have just had the palette.
Yeah, I think that is going to be... Would that be Australian dollars? I don't think it is.
Yeah, I just predict that in Australia this would be in the 50s. I don't think it'd be as high as 60 because the pack was 70, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'd go anywhere near as high because people will crack the shits.
Yeah. I wonder if people are... Well, I don't think people would crack the shits that it's been re-released.
No.
It was a very popular palette, and it wasn't... You know, Ciate, I suppose if you're going to do a re-release of a limited edition item, this is probably a more respectful way of doing it, where it was like, okay, we had heaps of requests for these palettes. And even like Chloe, a few months ago, I remember we discussing it, someone had commented on her Instagram, I think, and said that they'd been unwell and...
They'd been in hospital while it was released, and they missed out, and she ended up sending them one of her personal palettes that she had. So, you know, it clearly was a palette that a lot of people liked and a lot of people wanted, and the colours in there, phenomenal.
Great. Yeah. Phenomenal.
Quality, not my fave, but phenomenal colours, mad respect for her to pick those colours. So, it's not as... I think it's a good thing they're bringing it back because there was such high demand.
Yeah.
This is kind of out of order, but leading on from that, you know how we're saying that this is done in a kind of respectful way? Something that hasn't been done in such a respectful way, and I reckon people are going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So the Nikki
Hands
tutorial...
up if you're fucking pissed.
Well, I didn't buy it, but I can imagine.
Yeah.
The Nikki Tutorials collab with Ofra Cosmetics. She had that pack... It was 3 liquid lipsticks and the highlighter. You had to buy the whole thing. You couldn't buy it individually. A lot of people were saying that they wanted just the highlighter, etc., etc. And they have to buy this pack that they don't really want because they want the highlighter. Well, surprise, surprise.
They are re-releasing it.
Yeah.
You can get it in just the pan. Yeah. So it's like a refill style doodad for $25 versus the original $35 price.
So there's going to be a lot of people that forked out a bunch of money for lip products that they didn't necessarily want.
Yeah.
But you could have just waited a couple months and got the highlighter. So that's a bit cheeky. Do we know if this is limited edition or if it's just they've added it to the permanent range? I reckon they probably added it to the permanent range.
I think so.
No fucks were given at the Ofra offices. Nah. They were just like, money, money, money.
Money! Okay. The next thing we have a little update on is the Colourpop. I love Hi Sarah too. I love Sarah too. I still don't know what her fucking name is.
I haven't even looked her up.
I love Sarah Hi. I don't know. Anyway, we have swatches.
I'm going to assume her name's Sarah. Let's just say Sarah.
I love Sarah. So, we've got swatches of the products here.
And what the products actually are.
Yeah, so we've got, it's a liquid lip pack. It looks to be like a gloss, an extra matte lip. Look, there's 3 of their liquid lip products in there.
I would say gloss, satin,
that's matte. What I think
and
as
it
well.
looks like there's matching
lip liners
in there
which
as well.
Is really cool. Then there's 2 eyeshadow palettes. You've got Saucy and Cheeky.
Chic Y.
Chic Y. I want to say that shade, second from the right in Cheeky or Chic Y, Cheeky, whatever. That looks like it's got some really mad reflect.
Yeah, I'm looking at that shimmery purple one in Saucy and that dark purple shade.
I actually really like that pink shade.
That's a nice palette.
It is. It's a beautiful fucking palette.
Do you know what would be nicer? this was an 8-pan palette.
You know what would be even nicer? If they just made them all permanent colours, sold them individually, and then I didn't have to buy that bulky ass packaging.
They probably will.
They probably will.
Just give them a couple of weeks.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's all you got.
Yeah.
We have something here that we forgot to talk about last week, and
yes.
we really want to talk about this because it's interesting.
Yeah.
This is from House of Beauty, and it is called Glowtox, a face and body highlighter in a syringe. Now, our girl Gaynor pointed out that the syringes say oral use only.
It's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's a bit creepy. So, essentially what they've got here is it's like a yellow-based body
How do you use
highlighter.
it?
I don't fucking know. Take the tip off, squeeze a bit out, and then smush it on your face and body.
Maybe.
I don't really understand these sort of...
gimmicks?
Yeah, and I don't understand this sort of packaging because it doesn't... There's a reason why cosmetics aren't put in syringes. Like these sort of syringes, because they're not airtight. Do you want, what do you want? Do you want your shit to go off?
But it depends. If it's like a loose powder, though, loose powders are never airtight. So
I think it's a liquid, though.
Yeah.
You can see
it could dry out.
It could dry out. I don't know. I don't really get this. We have a little update on the Jeffree Star Summer releases, I believe these are.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 of his Skinfrosts here, which silver packaging.
I think it's light pink.
Oh,
reflective.
Is it? Light pink reflective. All right. And then we have some little square boxes. I assume they're going to be new lip scrubs.
Oh, yeah, probably. Good point. I didn't even see those. But there's 3 of them.
Yeah. So I don't know what they are, unless it's bringing out a completely new product. But he did a little photo shoot with Laura Lee. I swear that doesn't even look like Laura Lee. There. And there.
Yeah. Look.
I think it might...
I don't recognise her unless she's in claymation form.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Surrounded by peaches.
Yeah.
There was a drama this week, which was definitely on our radar. It was to do with Chanel and Jeffree Star and a boomerang. So essentially Jeffree Star purchased a boomerang from Chanel and the internet got into an uproar about it. We're not going to talk about it because it's not beauty news.
No.
So...
just because Jeffree Star's held it...
Yeah, it doesn't make it beauty news, unfortunately.
But if you want to discuss it, it was shared in... Was it the Not Beauty
Not
News?
Beauty News.
Yeah.
It was actually shared twice in Not Beauty News.
So we're going to leave it open for discussion, but we're not going to talk about it because it's... Nah.
We have a photo here. Jeffree Star swatched 2 Jouer highlighters.
Yeah.
We've got Skinny Dip and Tan Lines. Now, I don't even know if these are new.
This might even be from their summer collection, though.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah, so essentially last week we talked about... It was on Friday. We talked about how Jouer were doing something with influencers and we weren't sure if they were taking them away or what was happening, but something was happening and there was a palette that was being sneak peeked and da-da-da-da-da. We've got more information about that and these highlighters might be part of that. I'm not too sure.
Potentially, yeah.
Essentially... yesterday, while you're watching this, Jouer, they took a bunch of influencers to St. Tropez. Manny MUA, there's a few here you can see, Chloe Morello, and you could follow them on Snapchat and also Instagram story and use the hashtag and blah, blah, to see sneak peeks of releases. So I'm sure that next updates, there'll be plenty more to talk about, but while we're filming this, it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to keep you updated next week. But I was just thinking about this when I saw this and they've got like all these kind of, fancy people and doing all cool shit, I guess. I was just thinking, imagine if we ever got invited, we'd be so out of place. We'd be sitting in the corner drinking wine and being like, fuck this shit.
I know. I'm not getting in a fucking bathing suit.
Yeah. What, you want me to pose near the pool? Go
no.
fuck yourself.
Fuck off.
I'll be sitting there in my tracksuit.
I'm not your little monkey. Bring me more wine.
Yeah. So, I definitely think that we will never get there, which I am okay with. Look,
I'm all right with that.
I'm okay with that. But
it's funny, you know, I brought up to Kat earlier, the last time we saw a big trip like this was when Tarte released their Tarte's, or started to promote their Tarte's Pro palette. And a lot of people were really pissed off at the fact that people had essentially been flown off on this luxury holiday to simply promote an eyeshadow palette. And they were saying, you know, we can't really trust what anyone is saying because they've just received thousands and thousands of dollars worth of travel and accommodation.
And they would have been paid to go there as well.
Absolutely. So, you know, I actually think it's interesting that brands feel that this is a good way to have their products promoted. Sure, it's probably a fantastic tax deduction for them.
That's what I was just thinking as well, like tax deduction.
Yeah, tax deduction, absolutely. However, your consumers, if they don't buy the products, they're not going to be paying much tax anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I think often brands, and I know that like big companies do this as well, when it comes to like big customers, and I remember back in the day, banks used to, like, with big customers, used to bring them, you know, on huge holidays and all this kind of stuff, just because they could, and they want to schmooze the influential people. And essentially, I think this is what this is doing. I just don't think that they're going to get the returns that they expect, and that buttering up influential people won't necessarily convert to sales, because it makes people question the ethics of the brand and the ethics of the honesty of the reviews that are coming out. So
of course they have to say it's good.
Yeah,
seriously, you think they're gonna go, oh, this highlighter's not very pigmented, or
but they would have signed contracts where they can't say anything bad about it anyway.
Exactly.
But can I just say that doing this is probably a lot cheaper than an ad campaign like Maybelline.
Yeah.
So
I would say
these brands that are sort of like big-ish but not massive companies, this is a way for them to get a lot of marketing out there in a fun for the company, fun for the influencers, fun for the staff, but a really affordable way, because TV and like magazine marketing and online marketing
very expensive
would cost a lot more than this would. So it's just about, you know, it's like the new fun thing to do with these kind of trendy brands that aren't like the huge corporations. Yeah. So
anyway, if you want to see what they get up to, hopefully you watched it on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Snapchat. Something Kat Von D Shade and Light Cream Contour Palette.
Yeah. Coming soon.
Yeah, that.
Because we saw swatches a while ago, and now we're seeing it in a palette form. It looks exactly the same as the Shade and Light contour palette,
except
the powder one, but they're creams. It's 100% vegan. I don't know how it could be 50% vegan, but it's vegan. And
I love that.
And it's also refillable.
Yeah, cool. There is something else that we missed last week.
Yes,
this is from Kiko. I wonder if this is one of their like million capsule collections for this year.
I think it might be.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, because that 20-year anniversary thing. Yeah. I think this might be.
So this collection has...
These look like tampons. Yeah, the U by Kotex.
They do. Very brightly coloured. Eyeliner, pencils, lipsticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Smartphone.
A smartphone.
That's
holder.
so if you can do your 80s aerobics.
Yep.
Your phone won't fall out.
With your blue lipstick.
Yeah.
An electric eyeshadow palette, nail polishes, a bag. Oh, I don't
it is the 20-year anniversary. See?
Oh, yep. There it is. Good.
We're getting through it.
Yeah.
Fucking yes.
Primer, and that's it.
Good story.
Yay! Nearly put me to sleep.
Yeah, well, that's what good stories do. Good bedtime story. Thanks, Kiko.
Something else that we forgot to talk about last week, because we're so good at our jobs. These are from Lime Crime. It's the Utopia trio.
Yeah.
It's coming soon. These are retro-inspired mattes.
Fucking gorgeous shades.
Beautiful, aren't they?
Can I also say that Utopia used to be a permanent shade that they discontinued?
Right. Well, there you go.
It was one that I really wanted.
Ah. So we've got Psycho, Utopia, and New Americana.
Yep.
I like New Americana. I like me some reds at the moment.
Yeah, I like them all. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yep. Okay, so Makeup Geek. This is hinting at the new collection.
In the nude,
which is an eyeshadow palette and potentially other things.
Yeah. Marlena, I really love you. And no shade, girl. But it looks like you have a 5 o'clock shadow. I'm sorry.
I was like, she's looking... You know when they really contour the fuck out of drag queens' noses and they almost look like they go to that kind of shark point?
Yeah.
I'm getting those kind of overly contoured vibes from her.
Yeah. I think that's what went wrong. She looks a little bit like Adele. She's very beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong.
She looks a little bit like she could enter and win RuPaul's Drag Race.
She does. She does.
Look, no shade.
Girl.
Except for the 5 o'clock shadow shade.
Yeah, I know.
But I like her.
Look, I love Marlena, and say it because I love you. Don't let people publish photos of you that are not you looking your absolute best.
She does a good selfie herself.
She does. That's why I'm shook. All right, moving on to something else that
we skipped last week.
But
shit. Maybe we skipped this because it was so shit.
Yeah, it fucking slipped my mind because it is a piece of junk. Makeup Revolution.
That's our opinion. It's our opinion. It's our honest opinion, right?
It's our honest opinion after trying silicone sponges that are just like this one.
Yeah.
This is the silicone sponge.
If you want to see our review of Silly Sponge, up in the corner. It's from ages ago.
But we've tried it.
There's no defamation here. No defamation
Fuck
here.
me.
Just let me drink my fucking coffee. All right, Miraness?
Sip
all right?
Sip your tea.
Yeah, tea. No, we drink coffee here on Beauty News. And we'll tell you to go fuck off if you mess with
wine.
us. Or wine, that's true.
We like to wine with wine.
Mm-hmm.
Makeup Revolution, they actually posted a picture of this with like foundation smears and the caption, "Yes, we did it."
We copied all the other ones. High five, Makeup Revolution.
A year after the first one came out, we managed to finally get our delivery from AliExpress. Not really. I'm sure they manufactured their own. But you can tell that this foundation wasn't even smeared with the sponge.
No, it was with his brush.
Exactly.
It was with a fucking brush. I see the brush strokes there. I know
exactly.
what you did there.
I know.
Miraness. Sorry. Miraness.
Moving right along.
On the mind.
We have some updates on some Maybelline new products coming.
Yeah.
So last week in the new episode, we showed you some
fairy
stuff. Yeah. In that photo, there was a Master Bronze palette.
Bronze and highlighter kit.
I know. Here it is.
It's very NARS lines these days.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Then we've got an up close of that purple thing. We've got some metallic lipsticks.
Yeah.
Look at that frog green.
I was thinking frog green. I'm like, that's a frog print colour.
I reckon it's going to be sheer too. Sheer and frosty.
Oh, yuck. Yucky.
It might not be, but whatever.
Our opinion, Maybelline.
Calm down.
Calm down.
We've also got some up close photos of their Fit Me blushes.
Yeah.
Now, someone expressed concern that these look like they're going to be really pigmented and a bit like scary, and someone said, nope, I've got some. They apply beautifully, they blend beautifully. So
I reckon they would though, because the Fit Me powder range
is great.
It's a nice powder. So I can't imagine them being like, we're going to just like look at their eyeshadows. For heaven's sake. If they can't get pigmented eyeshadows, they're not going to get pigmented blushes. Like, that's just going to put it out there. Like, is that harsh? But it's fair, right?
It's alright.
Anyway, so...
Where you lack in eyeshadow, you make up for in very usable blushes.
Because that's what we were saying before. You don't want a super pigmented blush. So these are nice colours. I approve.
Yeah, I like the colours too.
Yeah.
Like, knowing that these aren't insanely pigmented,
Yeah,
I'm all right with it.
Yeah.
Exactly. We've also got the Superstay Matte Ink lip thing.
I want to see
I know.
what this is.
I want to know what this is as well.
I know.
This intrigues me. We've got some Vivid Hot Coffee Burp.
Vivid Hot Burp.
Vivid Hot Burps. These are Vivid Hot Lacquers.
Yeah.
I do like this dark red.
Yes.
Top.
And the bottom one as well.
And the bottom one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell we're feeling those winter vibes?
Yeah, I can.
And we also have an update on the Jaclyn Hill Morphe saga. So we've got some old swatches of the shades, which were, you guys have seen them all before, but we have a new shade.
A generic champagne.
It's a champagne, yeah, I know. Isn't it groundbreaking?
Is it going to be called Champagne Pop?
Probably. 35 new shades.
Yes.
New texture.
Shimmer.
Has different formula.
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, it's coming at end of June, and it'll all be confirmed 5th of June. So June will be the month that we'll be talking about this palette a lot.
Yeah. I honestly think we'll be talking about it quite a bit in the lead up anyway, because I think she's just going to sneak peek each individual shade until the 5th of June.
I reckon 5th of June's going to be floodgates.
Yeah.
And that is when we go to Japan.
Thank
Catch
God.
you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we have a little update on the NARS Charlotte Gainsbourgh collection. This has been pre-released on Mecca to people with a level 3 beauty loop. Something that I hate about the level 3 beauty loop, like extras, how you're meant to, the more you spend, the better your rewards. And one of the rewards is that you have early access to new releases.
Yeah.
There's literally about 2 times a year when we actually get access to new releases. And it's for boring ass collections like this that just
it is indeed.
Literally opened my browser, clicked on the email, it opened in the browser, and I fell the fuck asleep. Because it is, how
it's
sad.
pretty boring.
It's really boring. This is bland 10,000.
It's 3 eyeliners. The hydrating glow thing, 4 shades. Lip tints in 3 shades, which would be boring, and boring. Multiples.
Yeah.
And then a couple of duos and
A velvet matte
pencil,
lip pencil
in boring pink. Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, look, it's our favourites.
Storybook.
So we did take a look at these liquid lipsticks maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we said we like the packaging. We still like the packaging.
I don't mind the little wand as well.
The wand looks interesting, doesn't it?
I like that it's got the tip because it can finally get the...
Yeah. And
the lips. The gold looks fucking yellow.
Yeah, I'm not into the gold or the pink. The gold is too weird for me. The pink is too generic. I'm really loving Romance, that mauvey colour, and I'm really liking Horror, the dark red.
Will I buy it? No. All right. Here's a fun one. Not really.
Dick Vagina.
Do we remember this guy? So a good year ago.
Oh yeah.
Too Faced. They were sneak peeking designs on pans, and they still have not reared their ugly faces.
Yeah.
But we've got another one. We've got Neapolitan ice cream in the shape of frilly underpants. And it's something that's coming out.
Yep. And someone, I assume, I don't know, maybe, well, it's not Trend Mood because she would have put headed by Trend Mood, and it can't be Hot Fire or Lipstick Junkie.
Yep.
Because they would have marked their photo or marked their territory. But essentially what we've got are their lace individual eyeshadows and then these new...
Yeah, so people are sort of assuming that they're bringing out a lacy kind of collection.
Yeah.
Which is... It could happen, but that blush Dick Vagina one has been hanging around for a year.
We've been wondering what Dick Vagina is.
I
reckon it's got to be over a year now.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have been a good year. And they had that stupid pie crust lattice one as well, and the one that kind of like berries.
One. Yes, yep.
You know, this is not new, and this is going to be the ongoing saga with Jared.
I know.
I just think he's showing his underpants collection.
He probably is.
He's like, look at my new jocks.
That's what his brain looks like. It's got holes in it.
It does.
All right, something else that is new, and I believe this is our last thing.
Yes, it is.
It is. So last week we missed this. These are from YSL.
Yes.
And they're essentially like an undercoat or a topper.
Yeah.
Or a do
mixer.
whatever the hell you want with it.
These are called the Lip Amplifier. So there's a magenta, a blue, and a yellow.
Yes.
And they're supposed to be like kind of primary colours, and you can use them alone, or you can mix them together, or you can, base or a topper. So they're sort of like a shiny, sort of almost like I'd say vinyl-y kind of finish.
Like a lacquer.
Yeah, and it's just designed to mix. So if you want to make a teal, for example, you buy the blue and the yellow and add a drop of the yellow to the blue, and you can create your own colours. So it's actually very interesting to see a higher end brand do this kind of thing, because more makeup artist brands kind of do this stuff often enough. Yeah. But something like YSL, this is a bit edgy for them.
Not gonna lie, I want these. I want all of them. These look nice. I want to play with them. I want to do colour theory. I like it. This inspires me. Yeah. So fucking simple. Looks really beautiful. Yeah. Also makes me want to play.
Yeah, and in that kind of collection, they've got a bunch of other shades. Yeah. Like standard shades. And so this is a really easy way for people who are like, oh, I want my perfect mauve or something, or my perfect purple or whatever it is. They just go, well, get that one and add that blue to it if you want. So yeah, it's a nice way to tweak things.
I like it. Well done, YSL. Well done.
Well done, YSL, you cheeky bugger.
Oh, you cheeky buggers. We love a good cheeky bugger on a Friday. Oh, shit. Okay. All right, guys. Before I start crying off all my makeup, we are going to go. By the way, thank you so much for all of your wonderful support on Friday's video.
Yes. We get confused because today is Friday.
Today is Friday. The video went up, but we're also trying to think about the future. Yeah. We really appreciate it, guys. You've been really great to us in the comments on that video. Thank you. Mwah. No fingers this time.
Yeah. It wasn't to you. It was to...
No. It was to you.
The people that
the people that we don't want to watch.
That are watching us.
Yes. Sneaky people.
Sneaky. We see you. You don't reply to our emails, but we see you.
We see you.
Yeah. Stuff hasn't resolved.
No.
But we will endeavour to let you know what's going on before we go away. Because we're going to Japan
on the 5th.
On the 5th of June. We promise we will... Oh, we're going to do we'll do an update, like a little channel update before we go anyway. Yeah. But we will be filming beauty news episodes while we're away. There might be 3 of them filmed overseas. But there won't be Monday videos. There won't be update videos because we can't do 2 a week. No. And they can't be pre-recorded. No. That's pretty obvious.
But we are going to make sure you guys have Monday content.
Correct. So we will. We're getting busy. We're trying to make enough content to keep you guys occupied while we're away. Plus, we'll be doing our beauty news on Fridays. Yes. So before we go, we will try to give you an update video on what shit's been happening. And it's going to be bad though, because if that sparks more shit, we're going to be away. Can't be bothered dealing with it.
It's alright, I'll just stay away.
Yeah, just delete our email account.
Yeah, I know.
So there's that. So tomorrow we've also got a bonus video.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it. This was going to be a makeup breakup, but it was a massive fail.
It broke my heart.
And it took hours.
Oh my god.
That is like
la 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 la.
Yeah. It was. So we're putting it up anyway because that video
gave me anxiety just thinking about it.
Yeah, it is shit. Yeah. Warning, it's a complete fail. But we thought it might be good to put out there if anyone has any suggestions on how we tackle that sort of experiment in the future.
Yes.
And also to shut people up that have been asking for this.
Yeah.
So that's a warning. Also, the last thing we have is some beauty news mail.
Oh!
I've been told from Hayley that this is for me to open. Mm-hmm. And she's like, just open it. And I'm like, no, beauty news mail. We open it in the videos.
We do it together.
Yes.
So and we are endeavouring to open all of this stuff in videos in the future.
To give people props. Thank you. Yeah. This is from Paula.
Yes.
Now, Paula frequents our live chats.
And
I
also
recognise
our YouTube. I've seen her in the comments.
Yeah.
She was in the comments of today's episode.
Oh, very good.
For you guys, it's going to be
We're filming this on
episode.
Friday, so it's a bit confusing.
Yay.
All right, so thank you, Paula. This is exciting. Oh, it's to me!
Oh, it is!
It's my name! Kat, if you didn't know. Some people don't know. The brunette.
The brunette.
I also go by the brunette. This is exciting.
Birthday card?
It's got flowers and gold. Oh, it didn't make it in time for my birthday, but thank you so much. I appreciate a good late birthday present.
We know you tried anyway.
Yes, I can see that it was sent before. Thank you so much. I got a little birthday card. I'm going to put that on my little table thing.
Proudly made in the USA.
Cute.
I love that. That's so cute.
What is this? Oh, I recognise packaging.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a twinning on you, isn't it?
It is. It is.
It's the Alchemy palette.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I've been jealous of Hayley's one. The whole time. I'm like, could I swatch it? Oh, thank you so much.
Paula sent me an email. She didn't know that you wanted one, and she felt bad.
No, I felt bad that she had to pay. She had to do shipping twice.
And actually, she said, "I hope you're feeling better, Paula." She had been really sick, so she was actually bedridden for quite some time. I know.
I hope you're getting better.
And then she got back on her feet, and she was like,
"You're such a sweetheart. You didn't have to, but I really appreciate it.
Sweet?
And sending you love."
Yeah.
That's so
sweet. Hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Paula. I reckon you're going to love this shade.
I reckon I will as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Hope you're feeling better and sending you love.
Yes, much love from Beauty News and much love to all you guys.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please give it a thumbs up. Mwah. And we will see you tomorrow for a really bad video.
Don't watch it, guys. Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
We don't recommend it.
No, it's the worst.
Cut.
Yeah. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Bye, guys.
Bye.